Greetings and salutations, I am Skojo in 360. Wasn't supposed to be sitting here right now. I was supposed to be in Indonesia right now on a 3-week professional gig. In fact, I was so excited and it was so set in stone that I shot a previous video to release while I was gone, telling you guys that I was gone, and I'm not gone. What happened? Well, I'm under NDA, so I can only say so much, but let's just say that I found out about a gig and I had about a week before I had to leave, literally, to go 3 weeks overseas, and so I got the contracts together. 15 hours before I'm to take off, the whole thing got canceled. And so that exposes one issue that you have to keep in mind if you want to become a professional video producer, is the canceled contract percentage. Basically, you charge people if they cancel closer to the date. The problem was, this one was me as a subcontractor, so it was the contracts with the contracts that had no cancellation fee. So in other words, Skojo is in a bad place right now. Just kidding, I'm actually in a good place. It's just, I had a lot of money go, but it gives me more time to hang out with y'all, and I get a question all the time that I was going to address with this other video that I made, and I'm going to address it now, and then kind of give you a circle back to where we were before, which is, I've lost track of already. Sometimes you gotta ask the question if you're a 360 creator. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself if you're a 360 creator, should I try to make a living doing it? Should I at least try to make some money? Yeah, absolutely. Try to make some money doing this, and there are many ways to do it. Let's get to the lower level, the lower hanging fruit, as they say. That is doing stuff like home tours or Google Street View. This is stuff that you can go in and, you know, just lowball a couple of places. I've done some restaurants. I did a cannabis dispensary chain in Seattle where they legalized it. So there are a lot of ways to kind of break in. Be aware that, like, real estate people, really slow to roll off any cash. So you won't make a lot of money in real estate, especially early on, but doing a 360 tour doesn't take a tremendous amount of effort. You just got to know the steps, of which I have a video earlier in my channel that you can go to refer to that method to get it going. So yeah, there are some ways to make $100, $200, maybe $500 going around to either people that do real estate or to restaurants in town, bars, anything that might be like a tourist type thing, and do some 360 tours. Google Street View, everybody's looking for Google Street View. Now that one's not that hard to get into, so a place you can start making money. Again, are you gonna make money enough to survive on right off the bat? Well, I hope you do. Certainly didn't happen for me. But the other thing that's gotten really interesting is now we have your little Gear 360s, and Insta360 just released the new, whatever the hell it's called, the little tiny camera that's just for like playing around and doing Instagram. Then you've got some prosumer cameras like the Insta360 1X, the Theta, the Theta 4 or whatever it was called, that are, you know, like decent. They're kind of a crossover between professional and consumer. I use Insta360 1X for my professional stuff at the moment. But then you've got stuff like the Theta Z1 that has a lot more resolution. It's a little bit more expensive. It's about $1,000, but it does get you into, you know, like the low end of the higher leagues. Then you bump up into cameras that are like $3,500, $5,000, things like that, and really present more of a professional filmmaking type thing. You're not gonna go out and shoot you on a snowboard, you know, with a $5,000 360 camera. Well, I might, but I'm a badass. So we're starting to see the tools available to do 360 for a living. I'll tell you about this gig that, while it didn't end well, it starts out and the message is a very potent one. The company is a major social media company. Again, I can't reveal who they are. And one of the deliverables they wanted in every city we went to was a 360 immersive video, and they loved them. So this is the first time I've seen like bigger companies asking for 360 deliverables, and this is a cutting edge tech company. So they're on the cutting edge. So thusly, we are on the cutting edge of seeing more professional deliverables in 360. And I'll tell you what, this having 360 on my resume is not what got me the gig. 90% of the gig is traditional video, and I've been doing that for a while. But there was that 10% when they found out that I actually knew the workflow for 360. They were very excited because it's not easy to find people like that. So if you're a cinematographer, an editor, a producer, a director, whatever else, start adding 360 into your professional resume. It could actually be the difference between getting you the gig and you being a schlub just like me. So I guess the lesson is that you should get into 360, start seeing if you can make some money with it. Cover your ass if at all possible. I got burned for it because it was kind of a rookie mistake. Some decisions could have been made differently, but it's kind of the way things go. I will move on. So that's it for this week. I am finally back in my studio for the first time all summer between this little fiasco and a documentary I was shooting in California in June. I now have a bit of a 3-week break I wasn't expecting, so I'm going to try to crank out some more content for you all, so stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and I have a big announcement coming in my next video that may or may not have to do with another 360 collaborator on here, and I just gave it away. We're going to collaborate on a video, and I'm very excited, so stay tuned. Subscribe. I'm Skojo in 360.